Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Well, another day, I don't have a plan. What I do have though is these sheets of glassine paper. These were the separating sheets out of a photo album, an old photo album that I pulled apart. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is actually glassine. And yeah, I have a little bundle of these sitting on my desk, just waiting for a project, and I was not really sure what that project was going to be. So I just have grabbed them and we will see what we can do with them. I'm thinking of making some little glassine bags. I don't know about other places in the world, but in Australia they used to sell used postage stamps in little glassine bags in the post office, if you just happen to be a stamp collector. And yeah, I was always fascinated by them as a kid, and I always wanted to buy them. Not that I ever did, but just, those little see-through bags that were actually paper but didn't feel like it, and they made that lovely crunchy sound, and yeah, everything about it. I just loved everything about it. And yeah, this is what this reminded me of immediately. And I thought, I want to make some little glassine bags. So, yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go with my paper cutter. Yeah, it turns out it does. My paper cutter will cut it, but it just needs a bit of support while I'm doing it. If I just sort of go at it willy-nilly without sort of holding it taut, it tends to sort of crinkle up and try and tear. So yeah, it's something you have to be a little careful with when you're using a paper cutter. And so yeah, just work slowly and try and have some tension on the paper if you can. Now these sheets seem to be around the 30 centimetre mark, which would be 12 inches. I'm not sure how wide they measure, but they look like an A4 piece of paper, so that would be about, 21 centimetres, I think. But yeah, I'm just going to cut them in half. So I'm cutting them at the 15 centimetre mark, and then I will try folding them into little bags, which is what I want to make. So I fold this one in this direction and decide it's clearly very, very much too tall. So I have decided to cut it in half and make two smaller bags. Now if I take the other side of this paper that I cut, so the other 15 centimetre piece, I fold that in the other direction, and that actually makes it quite a good sized little bag as well, just quite a bit bigger than these ones. So I was happy with those two sizes, so that's what I decided to do. Eventually I will cut all the paper in half. So 15, they're probably going to be around the 15 by 21 mark. And then, yeah, the ones that I fold sort of in the tall, skinny way will be two small bags, and the ones that I fold the other way will be larger, wider bags. So that's the plan. I'm giving everything that's being folded a very good crease with my bone folder, and when I decide to fold the bottoms up, I'm just going to fold them up, give them a good crease with the bone folder, and then eventually I will cut them at an angle and cut one of the flaps off so that they sit very nicely and they're easy to glue shut. But you will see that as I go along. For right now, we've got to get all this paper cut and yeah, all these little bags folded up. It was very hot in my craft room today, and yeah, enough said. All those of you who use acetone-based glue, you know what that means. As soon as I opened my glue, I had this massive glue eruption everywhere, and yeah, it just dropped straight on my mat. So I'm just dabbing it on my finger and using it on my project at the moment. I will continue throughout this entire project to fight with my glue, which wants to be outside the bottle that I would like to keep it in. So, yes. Please try to ignore the continuing saga of whether or not my glue is going to stay put where it's supposed to be. The answer to that, of course, is absolutely not. Given the opportunity, it's going to escape, and as much of it is going to come out as possible. So, just warning you. I'm just using my scissors here as basically a third hand. Just something to give me a bit more control over these little glassine bags. Once they're creased nicely like that, they really tend to want to stay folded. And yeah, my glue was giving me a hard time, and I just needed an extra hand. Now I'm just going to go through and crease all the bottoms up, and then we will trim them all and get the bottoms stuck down as well. So yeah, that's basically the construction of our little bags. Pretty much finished. But yeah, I'll show you a few as I cut them and glue them, just so that you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Just in case, for a strange reason, my explanation isn't completely clear. I always feel like I'm stumbling over my words and not explaining things properly, so it's good to have a few visuals. As you can see here, I'm just cutting the little corners off of that flap at a 45-degree angle, and then I am cutting the flap at the back of the bag off. Well, mostly off. I'm not too fussy about it, but as long as it's a lot shorter than the flap at the front of the bag, because the flap at the front of the bag is the flap that folds over the bottom of the bag and sticks to the back of the bag. So we have the seam that runs down the middle of the bag, glued at the back, and we have the flap from the front folded over and also gluing at the back. So, yes, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Well, I'm sure you understand how to do this, even if what I'm saying is a little sort of fuzzy. Also, yeah, please excuse the racket going on behind me here. My quail are very excited about life right at the moment, and yeah, they're greeting the new day. So yeah, they tend to make a fair bit of noise, and yeah, nothing I can really do about that. So yeah, just in case you're wondering what all that is, that's my quail saying good morning. Right, it's time to fight with my glue again. Yes, I'm now going to stick all these little paper bags closed, and that is our little glassine bags actually fully constructed. I am not going to decoratively cut them at the top or anything. I just like them as they are. Yeah. If I want to close them for any reason, I will simply fold over the top and put a staple in it. Yeah, I'm not going to be too fussy about the tops of them, but at this point I have no plans for them anyway. I think I might decorate some, or all of them, who knows, while I've got them here, just so that you can see what else you could do with them. But for now, let's just get them all stuck down. Okay, there they are, all done. I do want to decorate them. Actually, I like them as they are, but I do want to decorate them. So I've grabbed something here that I have a lot of, and I don't use. I struggle to use these. They're glassine stickers, or transparent stickers. And I thought, I should take advantage of having these stickers with these little bags because they will stick very well. And yeah, they're clear backed, so yeah, they would just be quite good on this. But yeah, I kind of struggle with them. I'm like, no, that's just, yeah, great, they fit, but yeah, not sure. So, and then I sort of, because I'm looking at them thinking it's a bit dull, you just whack a sticker of a butterfly in the front of the bag and call it decorated. It's not really doing it for me. So I take them all off again. I haven't stuck them down or anything. They were just sitting there. This definitely requires more thought. So yeah, I'll stick around on my desk for a little bit and think about this and think about that and just try and get these butterflies on these bags because I really want to use up these stickers. They're really quite pretty. Not that pretty is really my cup of tea most of the time, but waste not, want not. I have them. They're pretty. They'll look nice. Let's just use them. So I am desperately looking around for something to make this a little bit more palatable as far as I'm concerned. And it suddenly occurs to me that I have this washi. Now, this washi is a massive roll of washi. Again, very pretty. It's a lovely washi, to be honest. And again, I never use it. So I thought, let's try a bit of that as a background and then see how the sticker looks. So that is what we're going to do. We'll do the first one. I'm just going to stick it down and wrap it around the bag. Let's see how I like it with a butterfly sticker. As it turns out, I'm actually quite pleased with it. Yeah, so I'm just going to pop a butterfly sticker on this and call it decorated. I like that. It's nice, it's quick, it's simple, and it looks pretty. So, yeah, that's me. There is something about this harsh edge though. This washi covers most of the bag, which kind of takes away a bit from the fact it's a glassine bag. So I'm going to try that again, but I'm going to tear my washi in half, so it only covers half the bag, leaving quite a bit more of the bag exposed so that you can see what it is. So we'll give that a go and see if we like that better, and that sort of becomes my winning formula as far as I'm concerned. Half a piece of tape and a butterfly sticker. So yeah, simplest decorations ever, but it looks quite effective. So that's what I'm going to go with. As you can see there, because I've torn the tape in half and the tape is directional, it has text, sort of faded text at the top, and botanicals growing up from the bottom. So because I now have two halves, a top and bottom half, I decided that some of the bags will get the glassine, will get the tape on the bottom, and some of them will get it across the top. It just means that when you put something into it, you'll see it at a different level. You'll see, part of the thing at the bottom of some of the bags, as opposed to the other bags where you'll see the item towards the top of the bag. So it just adds a little bit of interest as well, I think. So yeah, this is what I decided to do with all these larger bags. Then when I move on to the smaller ones, I don't want to use this massive washi because it will just absolutely swamp the bag. So I just go and find something, because going through these butterflies, I find there's quite a lot of black and white ones, and I thought, well, I'll just make something just a little bit more neutral. So I just find it's actually skull and crossbones tape, but it's in neutral colours, and I don't mind that kind of imagery on my bits and pieces. So yes, I use a piece of that and a butterfly, a black and white butterfly. So yes, they all get decorated and they're all just a little bit different. Okay guys, well I am pleased with those on several levels. I love the little glassine bags, and I managed to use up a whole heap of those butterfly stickers, so bonus. And some washi along, so I even ran out of black and white butterfly stickers and had to use a couple of very neutral coloured ones. So yeah, all in all, good day's work. And now I have a little pile of glassine bags I can pull from. When I'm going to use these, I could probably ink them up a little. I think they'll take ink okay. Just grunge them up, and I think they'll fit in a journal quite nicely. I still have so many of these butterflies, but I'm sure you'll see them again. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I've appreciated having you around while I've been doing my crafting, and I hope to see you again next time. Have yourselves a lovely day. Bye.